Do you know what is one of the best way to be proud of yourself? Is to take action. Think about that. Today's topic came through because today was a gardening day for me. It was the first time of the spring where I took all the tools, the lawnmower, took care of a lot of things, put it in the garage, got things out of the garage, mowed the lawn. And you know what? I'm quite proud of myself. That energized me today. Now, I know that starting when you think of all the things you have to do, when you have to do something, it can become draining. On the other hand, the best way is once you do the first step and you say, okay, well, the first step is done, you do the second one, then you build momentum. And that is what you're aiming for. Because if you don't take the first step, who will take that first step for you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Alain Faber. I'm a high school teacher where I'm learning every day. I want to share with you my love of learning, because the more you do, the more you learn, the more you will achieve what you're aiming for, what your goals are. And guess what? It doesn't happen just at high school. It happens when you're a young adult, older adult. It's a lifelong skill. So welcome to my home. Look at this. I mowed the lawn today. Look at the nice lines. We've got some peas over there. It is a small place, but I'm proud of this place. And therefore, today was the plan for me to do some gardening. Because when you do gardening, you go outside, you spend time, you play with tools, with plants, and then you realize that being outside is a great way for you to change the mood. Because when you change the mood, then you say, okay, well, I'm outside, may as well do something. And that's why people love to go on vacations. People love to book a vacation to go away. And the reason why they go away is because they get out of their routine and then they can feel they can rest. Now with COVID, it's a bit harder. On the other hand, who tells anybody that they have to go out of their house, out of their home to be able to rest, think about their goals, and go to the next step? I think it's culture. Because when you think of culture, people say, oh, I went traveling here and there, and it sounds beautiful. On the other hand, when you think of your house, your home, and you say, well, how about I enjoy myself with little flowers, little plants, my garden, then you become at peace with yourself. And then you say, okay, I don't have to do anything more. I just have to decide what is the most important for me, and then you can work on that. Now, the reason why I love gardening today is because I'm able to take care of my home, and then it grounds me. Now, I know I have a lot of work to do tonight. I have a long list of things that needs to get done. But still, I took the moment, momentum came, and I was able to achieve a great gardening day. And I end up being proud of myself. And that's why when I say taking action, building a little momentum allows you to be proud of yourself, and it energizes you to go to the next level with the goals you have in mind. You might say, what do I know about all of this to be able to talk about it? Well, if you look at my channel, for the last week or two, I've been trying to put 5 to 6 videos a week, and it's been a week and a half. Great. And if you look before that, maybe I created about 4 videos in 6 months. So things happened, and being able to share with you what I learned allows me to feel proud of what I do. But second, it just can show you that sometimes things happen, and then you have a goal, things happen, and you stop. Now the key point is, when you stop, when do you start again if it's important for you? The idea is today is the best day. On the other hand, people will say, well, 2 weeks ago was the best time. Well, 2 weeks ago is long gone. You have to see if something you care very much is important to you. Why start it? Why not start it today? And that's what I did last week when I said, okay, it's time for me to start my videos again. And you know what? I was a bit scared because I was not sure if I'd be able to find the time and the energy to create more videos. And you know what? As soon as I created one, the second one was easier, and so on. My goal is to create 5 to 6 videos a week and post it on my YouTube channel. Will I be able to do that? Ideally, I'll be able to do 7, but I don't want to push myself too much just in case. And that's why I'm aiming for 5 to 7. But I'll see how far I can push it, knowing that now that I started, it's easier. I'm getting back into the groove with the topics that I care quite a bit. And I'm having some nice plans for what will come next, because the idea is I want to support you to know that when you learn a new skill, you'll be able to get better. My next project will be how I can share with you the scientific inquiry process. The scientific inquiry process is something that scientists use in a lab setting, but it can be transferred to any aspect of life. So let's see, in the next couple of weeks, you'll see how great it will be and how wonderful you can use that skill to do what you want. So here are a few tips for you on how to be happier with yourself by taking action. The first one is to write down your goals even. So I use my agenda. I use post-its that I put on the fridge in my agenda, and sometimes in the kitchen where I wash dishes. Because when I wash dishes, I can raise my eyes and see what my goals are. By writing them, it gives you an idea that, okay, this is important. And the more you see your goals, the more you'll see that you'll find times, the more you will find opportunities to do that. Now, some of you say, well, my goals are too big. Well, if your goals are big, then do little steps. Do what is that one little thing you can do to go one step forward, and will get you one step closer to your goal. Well, you might say, well, there are 1,000 steps to get to my goal. Okay. Well, if you do one step, there's only 999 left. And if you do a second step, a third step, it's not a race. It is for you to realize that you can do what you want if you can do it, knowing that you have to work hard and take the steps towards what you really want. My second step is for you to use your agenda and block some time in a day to do that. It could be today, tomorrow, next week, but in your agenda, it could be on paper, in a virtual agenda. If on your calendar you set a time, and on that time you come and say, okay, this is the only thing I'm going to do for that 15 minutes, that 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Then you focus on that, put your phone aside, and then you deal with what you really want. And you'll see, when you set the time, your brain will say, okay, this is what I'm going to do right now, and may as well plan what you really want. It beats watching TV or be on social media aimlessly. As I go through my tips, be mindful that if you're enjoying the content, press subscribe, and you'll see more content is coming every week, and I can't wait to have you part of my community. My third tip is for you to find the time to celebrate the small wins. It's reason, like if you look at this video is celebrating the small win of doing the gardening today. It took me 2.5 hours and things got done. But before I go to the other things I have to do, I'm enjoying the moment. I got myself coffee, got myself my phone, and I'm recording this for you. Because once you take time to recognize your efforts, recognize that you can get things done and get closer to where you want to go, and that you can achieve goals, you'll notice that it's something that you will use to energize your next project. And that's what I'm doing with you today, right now. Now is the time for you to take action. My call to action is for you to, in a comment below, to write down one goal that you'd like to do before the end of today. And it could be very simple, as easy as taking care of laundry, or taking care of dishes, reading a nice book with the kids, or just having coffee, to be mindful of your mental health. This could be good too. And I want you to write it in the comments, because I want to hear what great things you're doing for yourself. And on this, I've been very happy to have you in this video. Can't wait to see you next. I'll have a few videos that I would love you to see. I'm gonna put on this side right here. Oops, let's see if I can find this. I'm gonna put here right on the side the next video I want you to see, and I'll see you there.